Hi, my name is Kazeka Muniz, and I came here today to put a series of tapes for you guys to show you guys or teach you some of the different ways of street fighting that we have in my country, Brazil. Okay, these techniques are based on a lot of Brazilian style jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, or Thai boxing style from Thailand, and a lot of Filipino Kali, and also some of the Jun Fan Jeet Kune Do from Master Bruce Lee. Okay, in this tape you're going to find out this is not just a traditional way of fighting because in the street there is no tradition that counts. Okay, you can do, take whatever you can at the moment. Okay, in the streets, remember, anything goes. You can bite, you can poke in the eyes, you can kick in the groins, you can lock, you can choke, you can punch, anything, even find a weapon, strike your opponent with. Okay, I hope by watching these tapes, your mentality of real fighting will change. It's not just about only ground fighting. It's not just about punching and striking. It's about mixturing. It's about putting everything together or putting anything you can do at the moment to survive and come victorious. Okay. Okay. Now come without wasting no more time. Okay. Put your clothes on, your training equipment if you have any. Get a partner if you have any, and let's get going. Okay, in this next step, we're gonna work on something we find a very common and very easy to do in a real street fight. It's the chokes. But before we go into it, I'm gonna teach you, show you guys how create leverage to choke somebody and how to, really choke. Learn how to really an effective choke somebody. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna be talking about is the human anatomy. Okay, for your information, okay, in the neck run two big veins in right side of your neck. Okay, to choke effectively, you need to cut those blood vessels. Okay, if it's somebody only cuts one, that is very hard for you to choke him out or to get choked. Okay, so from now on, when you guys are gonna choke somebody, think about that. You need to cut both sides at the same time. Okay. Okay, there is two kind of chokes. The ones with clothes or the jacket we find in the street, or without no kind of a cloth, just plain skin. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna work on is the choke from behind, without any cloth. Okay, first thing we're gonna concentrate in cutting the vessels. Okay, I'm gonna come inside and try to put my elbow right about his face, his mouth. Okay, that way my biceps would cut this side of the neck and my forearm will cut this side of the neck. Okay, now it will be easier for somebody just to go like this. Okay, but also be easier for him to escape if he really wants to escape. So how to prevent that? Remember what I told you before, you have to control the man before you try to put a move on him. Okay, because I'm gonna be able to try to put a pressure in here, but he only by reaching his arm, if he's stronger than me, okay, he can just pull my arm off his neck and escape. Or just rotating his body, he'll be facing me, I won't be able to choke him no more. Okay, how can I control him before I start choking him? Okay, I'm gonna put my hand right above my bicep level, okay? If the guy's neck is too big, which I really find hard to believe that my hands cannot get around, I'll put about my forearm level, by my elbow level. Okay, in this case, his neck is not normal, it's normal. I'll be able to put it around my bicep level. Okay, now I'm gonna try to bring this hand right behind his neck, right here, behind his hand, okay, to control his hand. Right here, no matter what he does, or the percentage of him escaping is going to be really small. Why? Because I control him in such a way that no matter what he does, his strength won't be able to to let him go, or actually escape. Okay, again. So I come here, put my elbow where my bicep cut one side, my forearms cut the other side. My hand above my bicep, my arm comes right behind his neck. Okay, now I'm going to show you how we create the leverage for the choke. This hand is behind his neck. It's going to push him forward, his head forward. At the same time, my arm is going to close his neck. Okay, pull him back with this arm. Watch, like this. Okay, back and forward at the same time. So it's going to do that, only what it takes. Okay, let's do it again. Come from behind. Okay, make sure each side of the neck is covered. Grab your own bicep. Come from behind, squeeze, and push forward at the same time. Okay. You have to practice both hands. Practice. You have to practice both hands. You have to practice both hands. Okay, remember one thing, all these chokes I'm showing you right now, they won't be this easy to do in your opponent, okay? So I just right now telling you the basic of how to choke. Okay, next step we're gonna make is gonna be how to choke somebody from behind with a cloth, with a jacket, okay? Well, one of the simple ones is gonna be this. Come inside the same way, okay? Sticking your thumb inside of his jacket. Okay, you want it to go as deep as you can, or as deep as he lets you. Sometimes you might be able to start over here, okay, and work your way up by feeding. Come inside, grabbing, whether on top of his arm or under his arm. Okay, you grab and feed. Pull this one down and make the other one work in his way up. Okay, you see? Right there. As deep as you can go. Remember, the deeper you go in his neck, the easier the choke is going to be. Okay, I'm going to show you the differences. The other hand is going to come and grab the other side, anywhere. The other side does not matter, here or here. Okay, because the choke is going to be done with this side. You come and grab, thumb inside, hold it. Okay, at the same time you hold, you pull down. Why are you going to pull down? Because this side is going to cut the other side of the neck. Remember, you have to cut both sides of the neck to be choked or to choke somebody out. Pull this side down, okay? At the same time you pull this one down, you pull the other wire, the other side to the other side. What I mean, towards your arm, towards your elbow. See that? This one down and this one like this. Got it? Okay, what about if you don't grab it high enough? What I was telling you at the beginning. If you grab here, watch how much harder it takes for me to choke him. I might be able to eventually choke him because I'm gonna go around his neck. That's gonna be a lot harder. And plus you're gonna give him more time to escape. See, here, very deep, my body is really close to him and I don't give him enough gap for him to escape. I go down here, I'm gonna move. See how much gap? I give him time and space to escape. I don't want that to happen because then I'm going to start over again. So remember, when you come from behind, thumb inside as deep as you can. The other hand comes, grab the other side of the jacket. Not the same side, the other side of the jacket. Okay? Grab tightly, pull down. You can grab thumbs together if you want to. Okay, I recommend sometimes do that to my students because if they grab here, sometimes they might trap their own finger if the guy is too big and he tries to escape it or he knows what he's doing, but you might trap your own thumb. So just grab fingers together, pull down, okay, at the same time, and squeeze. Let's practice. Okay, sometimes you might find yourself to do that choke is hard because the guy is very strong, has a strong neck. So I'm going to show you a little tip how to create more leverage for that choke, for that type of a choke. Okay, the same tip you can use for any other kind of a choke, but you know, let's just work in that one right now. Okay, it's going to be the same thing. Go deep in his collar. Okay, come in the other side. Pull down. Remember, don't pull this way. Pull down, straight down. Okay. Now let's say I'm trying to choke, but he's very strong. He's very, or he uses his hands to try to stop my choke like this. The same way he's doing it. Okay. How can I prevent that from happening? Okay. I want to try to bring my knee in between us. You see this? My knee in between us. I'm trying to just use my knee to push him forward. My knee is pushing him forward. At the same time, I'm applying the choke. Okay, again. We go here, and he prevents the choke. Just like he's doing it right now. Okay? I come inside, bring my knee between us. Okay? Try to slip back, pushing my knee and raise his back forward. Like this, and apply the choke. Okay. Again. Let's practice. Okay, the next choke is going to be just a little variation of the same choke we just did. Okay, it's going to be under his armpit. Okay, I'm going to start the same way. My arm comes around his neck. My thumb goes deep inside, as deep as it can go, the same way. Okay, now my other arm is going to slide inside his armpit. Okay, and try to go all the way around to his back of his neck. Again, my thumb comes inside deep, very deep. My arm comes right inside his armpit. Can you see this? Goes right straight to his back. Okay? Now what we try to do is try to put his shoulder close to his head at the same time we squeeze their neck. See, shoulder close to his neck. Okay, and at the same time I squeeze. Can you feel that? Okay, again. Go deep inside, back of the neck, and squeeze. Okay, other thing is, this choke is more common when you guys, I don't know, when you go to the guy's back and, you know, for good, you get the arm inside there. The guy, he knows what you're trying to do. He knows you want to try to go for his arm, for his other side of the collar, or this other side of the jacket. So he is, to prevent the choke, he traps your arm. See, he traps your arm right there with his arm to prevent for you to grab. Okay, so we just use that trapping, you know, just to finish the move. You see, I'm using his own a way of escaping one choke to, you know, find another way for choke me, because I'll be wasting all my time trying to pull my arm out. Okay, if he's a strong man, he doesn't let my arm out. So, you know, I won't never be able to take my arm out there because he's scared he's going to prevent the choke from happening. So what I try to do is try to use this situation, make the best out of it. Just bring inside, apply the choke. Okay? Other thing is, you can also use the same technique we did before, putting our knees in the back. We'll be here, our hand is in the inside, trap. We come in here, but the man is too strong, and we can apply. We bring the same thing. Bring the knee inside and choke them out. Let's try. Out, okay, because you see, notice this, when you guys are here, okay, his head is going to be here. I put a choke on here. Look how, when my elbows go straight back, how close is the distance between my hands. You see that? That's going to be, his neck is going to be right between my hands, and it's going to apply the pressure. Which in here, when I do open my elbows, look at how the distance, I even increase the distance. So I have to close the distance again, which in here is already there, and just closes straight back. Let's practice. Watch. Watch. Okay, the next thing we're going to be working on is how to put these chokes in different situations, such as a guard position, or the person between your legs, or the mount position when you're on top of somebody. First, we're going to start with the guard position. One thing I want you guys to remember is this. The leverage, the movement, the technique is the same standing up, on your knees, or on the ground. Okay? So let's work on that. Okay, now we're in the guard position, or he's between my legs. One of the things first we're going to try to do is just try to put one hand in here, okay? Because he's going to try to prevent. Remember that he won't let you put both hands at the same time in his neck. So just start with one. You don't have to go really deep at first. You just have to go really close to his neck, right there, enough for me to control him, okay? I don't want to be down here either. I want to be not too deep, not too far. It's right there, okay? Enough, far enough, or close enough. That way I can later on sneak my hand deep inside his neck. I'm gonna use my legs to bring him towards me, okay? Towards me, like this, okay? Once he's really close to me, I'm gonna finish him, my neck all the way deep in his neck, and try to go now for the next side. Notice something here. In the other side, you don't really need to put your fingers inside, okay? Because maybe in the occasion or the timing, he's moving and you don't have enough time to sneak your hand inside. The best idea is to sneak your hands inside the collar. But maybe you don't have the chance or the position, or maybe he's too strong. Maybe he tried to lift you up with him, okay? So what you try to do, you try to grab anything by the collar level. Grab something, okay? We can practice grabbing something like this, or we can practice by putting our thumb inside or trying to put our 4 fingers inside, okay? It really doesn't matter. So right now, let's first thing without nothing, without putting our fingers inside. Grab the collar by the ankles, by the shoulder level, grab something right there, okay? Now notice the leverage is the same, okay? I want you guys to notice how my elbows go straight back. How can I work in having my elbows straight back? Just imagine or try to put your elbows on the ground, okay? Not like this, straight to the ground, okay? You just notice that. At the same time, expand your chest. Just notice that. You're gonna feel the pain. Okay, watch this. So sideways, same way. Try to put my elbow on the ground. That's without grabbing anything. The same techniques apply when I put a thumb inside, really deep. When I put 4 fingers inside, notice I don't use no strength. It's just leverage. Right there. Okay, let's practice.
Okay, the next thing we want to work is another different choke from the guard. First thing, can put the person in between your legs, cross your feet for control. Okay. Next thing, the same thing, same principle. Try to grab his gi. Remember, not so deep inside because you can have more options. Okay. Once you got inside there, he knows you go for the neck. He's gonna protect. So then, if you want to change for another move, you have to let it go and grab something else. So let's start from the beginning. Grab something else really, not too low, not too deep. Just right there. Okay, I'm gonna give you another option. This choke, you're gonna pull him the person towards you. Okay, your arm is gonna go on top and hug him, give him a bear hug. Okay? At the same time, your other hand was grabbing his jacket, he's gonna feed. What I mean feed is from your hand, you're gonna pass it to the other hand. Here, I'm gonna give it to this hand. See that? Now, you wanna prevent for him to spin or to try to escape you, hold him to you and try to start squeezing. Okay, just pull the jacket and squeeze. Again. Start again. Then cross your feet, grab the jacket. Okay? Grab the jacket. Or the gift you have a gi in house. Bring him to you first. Soon as he's coming, maybe sometimes he's opposite. He's putting resistance. Yeah, so you go to him and grab him. Okay? From here, it's very hard for him to escape. Try to escape, my friend. It's very hard for him to escape. I try to do is just feed one hand to the other hand. Right there. Sometimes you might grab the other side of the jacket with a free hand. Grab the other side. Pull down. See that? Right away. Choked out. Or you can grab his arm and just pull away. Okay? Because sometimes he's smart and he tries to spin. If you don't hold him, he spins away. See? And escapes. Okay, you want to prevent that by holding his arm, by holding his arm or holding the jacket. Because now he tries to escape. Even if he escapes, he has the choke. Okay? Let's practice. Okay, before we move on, I'm gonna show you a little tip, okay, for you guys to be able to create a lot more leverage. When this only, is when the guy is too strong, or you feel like you're doing the technique wrong, and you want to create more leverage, making him give up or making tap. Okay, just start from the regular choke, wherever, thumb is in, four fingers in, on top, whichever you like. This technique is for all the chokes. Go inside his neck, it's like that. Bring him here, you know. Now, open your legs, okay? Try to scoop your body away from him, bringing your legs and his waist. If you can put both, better, the best. If you only can put one, it's good too. If you can put it, if you can put it on his knee, it's also good too. I like to put it in his waist because that way I can flip him if I want to. So I just try to keep applying the same principle. Elbows on the ground, squeezing open your chest. Okay, at the same time, you want to push him away from you. Okay, he's gonna look something like this.
Snake is gonna be, you're gonna be putting pressure on his neck. Suddenly he's gonna lose all his balance because his balance is between his leg. As soon as you take his waist away, he's gonna look like this. He has nothing to support his body. All his weight is gonna be on his neck. So it's gonna be your weight, your leverage against his weight, all against his neck. So it's gonna create a lot more leverage. Let's take a look at it again.
Go back again. Here. In the waist, if you can put both. Yes, by pushing my legs out, create enough leverage to make him tap. Now let's put it all together, watch. Here, put him down. See that? Controlling him. If you want to be knee in the street, headbutt, okay? The forehead and choke, okay? Oh, maybe hold on to him, okay? Let's practice. Go back again. Here. In the waist, if you can put both. Go back again. Here. In the waist, if you can put both. Go back again. Here. In the waist, if you can put both. Okay, the next choke we're gonna work on is just a little variation, okay? Mixing a collar with the two chokes we just had around his neck and inside his neck. Okay, same thing. We grab by here. Remember, not too deep, not too low. Our preference, my favorite is a little bit higher than low. Okay, right there. Okay, now I use my legs. Bring him back to me. Okay, but now I'll bring my arm around his waist, his neck. Okay, around his neck, and I try to grab my own arm. Okay, my own arm. What I want to do, I want to push the bottom arm up and the top arm down. Again, grab. Okay, pull him down. Other thing here, when you pull him down, you can sneak your hand up and go a little bit higher to close the distance. The other hand comes on top and grab your other forearm. Okay? See, it's by putting pressure. You can bring your chest forward, make him tap right there. Okay? Right there. Oh. Okay, again. Grab. Pull him forward. Sneak the arm a little bit higher. Come on top. Grab your forearm and squeeze. Let's practice.
Okay, next thing we're going to discuss is the chokes from another point of view, the mount. When I'm on top of somebody, how can I choke him out? Okay? I want to remind you of something. The technique, the leverage is going to be created the same way. Pulling your elbows straight back, sticking your chest. Other thing also, remember, tap. Don't be rough and tough and don't want to tap. You're going to go to sleep. Okay, I'm going to show you the first choke. Facing that way. Okay, mount position.
First thing, I'm gonna establish my position. Putting my knees on the ground. Okay, and you see my feet close to his body.
Okay, now he's gonna nicely let me do it. First, I'm gonna grab, stick 4 fingers inside, 1 thumb inside. Very deep. When I say deep, is
Deep enough where I can rest my fingers right on the ground.
okay? Okay, like we did before in the guard. On the other side, it doesn't really matter, okay? If you put your fingers all the way in, okay? But as long as you grab enough cloth close to, as deep as you can. Okay, right now you're just gonna make it simple. And I'm gonna be able to put my fingers inside. See, I'm putting, right now I'm combining 4 fingers with my thumb. Or I can do the opposite, thumb with thumb. It really doesn't matter. Depending on the situation, maybe you don't have enough time to turn your wrist, okay? Just take whatever you can get. Right there. Remember, don't tighten it up. See? I don't know, it's lacking here. Very nice, it's grabbing there. Okay? Maybe sometimes he doesn't even feel it. Okay? Other thing here, when you guys are in this position right here, I want you guys to do something. To shift your weight a little bit. Okay? Don't be straight up on top of him because he can easily throw you there since you don't have an arm to establish your position here. Okay, he's gonna try to look for that. So when you guys grab here, look how I shift my weight a little bit to this side to make it very hard for him to throw me that way. Okay, or at least give me more timing for me to be able to do this arm and stop, the action of falling off. So as soon as I move my weight, okay, I try to, it's also another good tip for you guys, try to keep your body low to him, very chest to chest if it's possible, right here. Sometimes you may be able to stay here, straighten up and grab his collar. Okay, now we go for the other side, deep. Okay, now the same technique is going to be applied, straight, elbows straight back. Bringing my chest forward. Other tip you guys can do, try to put your forehead on the ground, above his, right above this section right here. You can put it in here on the side, it doesn't matter. But it's good because it creates, when you do this, putting forward, your head forward or your body forward, put the whole weight right on top of your arms. So it's going to create a lot more leverage. Watch.
Gonna go here,
right there. So if you don't do it, put that your forehand on the ground. You can just right there. But for safety, I recommend
putting it on the ground, and apply the pressure right there. Okay, that is
with both hands inside.
now let's see the same technique
Right here, I put one inside, but I don't have enough slack.
I just come outside,
Grab anything, the same technique. Okay,
notice how I push down with my waist.
okay,
Trying to bring my chest out as much as I can. Put my, see that?
the pressure is big, really big. Enough, sometimes I would even need
For me to go all the way.
before he taps. Okay, now let's say he doesn't let me, nicely grab his collar. Okay, sometimes he might grab and protect like that. Okay, you're smart.
Come here, open the jacket like this, and come under.
Okay,
Sometimes maybe his hand is really deep in there, like where you want it. In there, here, grab his own hand too, like there,
okay, right there.
and squeeze.
Maybe you'll be strong enough. You don't want to, that's not your purpose. You just want to grab. But if you're strong enough sometime, you might be able to squeeze his fingers together and he'll give it up.
But right now, you just want to grab on top his, and now you start watching the same thing from the other side. Right now, I know going inside will be not very smart, so I just go outside and grab and apply the choke. You see?
He's going to change his mind very fast. Remember also, this is the most vulnerable position in the streets. Okay, I'm on top. I can do anything that I want. There is nothing he can do. A lot of people think, oh yeah, but I can choke. Might be able to grab your groins. Grab my groins or grab somebody's groin. You'll change your mind very fast, especially when he has both hands on your neck. Okay, now the thing, maybe this time the guy crosses his hands to prevent the choke, which in the street will be the dumbest stuff because I'm going to start just pounding him. But, let's see what can I do besides hurting him. How can I get a collar?
Okay, the same thing. Come under. Don't be try to fight it from here because, think about it. I just come in here, grab here, and start feeding. Work my way up.
And see how uncomfortable that feels? Very good. That's what I want. Very good. Okay. Now, got the collar down there. I want to do the same thing that I did before. But this time, watch how I climb up, as we call it.
See that how I climb up? Make it difficult,
Harder for him to breathe.
Maybe I put my whole weight on top of him.
He make it hard for breathing. Make it more uncomfortable for me.
I'm this position right here. I'm in a good position, elaborate, balance. I can just go here, apply the choke. Okay, the same thing. See, sometimes
the pressure that you create doing what I'm telling you is so big that sometimes you might choke his mouth, break all his teeth.
Okay, because this is a leverage. See, that
hurts in the mouth. Sometimes you might be here. You can use the same technique
from here. Go to the arm lock. Okay, so again, right there, come in here, open. You can, even if he gets tired from really there, come from down here, it doesn't matter. Start working your way up. Take that, there's no way for him to stop it. Right there. Climb up. That to go for the neck. You see, choked out, or and you can go for the previous technique I'm not already did. Okay? So now, nicely, before here, just go One, when he covers single side like that, here. Now when he's cross, choke, and arm lock. The strength. Here you go. One, when he covers single side like that, here. Now when he's cross, choke, and arm lock. Here you go. One, when he covers single side like that, here. Now when he's cross, choke, and arm lock.
Okay, the next shot we're gonna work on it is a very simple choke. Okay, we do it from the guard. We're gonna try to do it from the bottom too. Okay, first thing we're gonna try to do, establish our position, keep our balance good. Now, what I wanna do is I wanna try to stick one hand under his head. Once again, I wanna try to shift my weight to one side to prevent for him to throw me over there. Okay, what I want to try to do, I want to come with my hand here and try to feed the other hand like we did once before in the guard. Again, here I come under, maybe suffocating him. Okay, I sneak the hand inside, grabbing the collar. Okay, and giving to the other hand. Now is apply pressure. Sometimes, if you want to, you can grab this collar before you pass the hand in the back of his head, just to make a move. Okay, I got here. Just go here. Switch my way a little bit. Now I feel. I apply the choke and make him tap. Okay. Let's practice. I hope you enjoy the tapes, and I'll see you next time.